Hey Internet, it's Vlogmas. I'm Eric Byrne. It's day 19. Let's get into it. Well, today was another medical day with Jennifer, running her to a series of appointments. It ended at her nephrologist, her kidney doctor. Not very Christmassy. However, I did have a nice exchange with the doctor because we were the last patients of the day. Met him in the lobby, and I'll share that with you right now. Made it to the nephrology appointment for Jen. In fact, just met the doctor. He's ending up for the day. Hers was the last appointment. And he shared with me his ringtone. His ringtone is, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." I love it. It's basically the song that they sing every time the Grinch is conniving to do evil things to the Who's down in Whoville. So anyway, wanted to share this cool lobby. They've got a lot going on here. There's a lot of neat architecture. Nice lobby. So, take Jen back. We're going to do some more festivity stuff at home. A few people have asked what's wrong with Jennifer. Her chronic illness, or her primary chronic illness that she's been dealing with for the majority of her life, is chronic Lyme disease. She unfortunately was bitten by a tick back when she was about 12 years old and contracted Lyme disease from that. And it went untreated for, well, decades until it was properly diagnosed a few years ago. Up until that time, many of her doctors weren't quite sure exactly what was going on because the symptoms mimic so many other diseases. There was a stretch there where her doctors thought she had lupus, and they treated her accordingly. Unfortunately, treating lupus, it tends to follow the lines of suppressing the immune system, which is exactly the opposite of what you want to do with Lyme disease, where you want to kill the bacteria. So needless to say, she was on contrary prescriptions and medical treatment that actually worked counter to her getting better. Finally, when she was properly diagnosed, she was able to take some very potent antibiotics and some targeted medication to eventually eradicate the spirochetes of the Lyme disease. Unfortunately, she's had it for so long that she has secondary damage to different body systems, and she lives with the repercussions of that. She makes the best of it, and she has some days where she feels pretty cruddy, and there's other days where she feels better. In many ways, it is an invisible illness because it really doesn't manifest itself outwardly. Anyway, she has microscopic tissue damage and minor neurological involvement, and of course, some of her organ systems, like, for example, the kidney doctor, are things that we have to check to make sure that she didn't sustain damage over the decades. But anyway, we persevere, and she's got me and family, and so it's good. She's a trooper, and she puts up with a great deal. I would like to add that I'll call it a shout out in this video. There is a couple who do vlogging and internet YouTube videos, Simon and Martina, and this is a shout out to the two of you. You've been a big inspiration watching your videos. The campaign of Build a Ladder, which has a lot more to do with adopting an attitude that lets you persevere under the adversities of an invisible illness, is well worth visiting. I will include their link here. I'll just, well, right here. Follow it and check out their channel and the message that they're also putting forward, because even if you have a debilitating illness that isn't outwardly apparent, you still have days that you feel abysmal, atrocious, nasty. You have days where you don't even want to get out of bed. And you deal with, the associated depression and the anxiety of social events and simply trying to live a life. So build a support system, build a ladder, Sometimes you have to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, and it can be tough. Well, sorry to have kind of a downer video for Vlogmas. Sometimes life just catches up with you. Go ahead and share comments. Have you ever gotten through adversities and come out the other side better or stronger because of it? Add a comment below, or just share, your life experiences. It's always good. Anyway, hopefully better stuff in the future, and keep watching.